that is why you didn't say anything. You were brainwashed. Just admit you were brainwashed, and I'll forgive you. Admit you were brainwashed and you were a victim of groupthink, and I'll believe you. Admit you were a sheep, and I'll believe you. But if you have no track record of reviewing The Force Awakens within the first 3 months of it being released and saying it was bad, then you have no credibility reviewing The Last Jedi, because most likely you're just regurgitating what other people have already said, which is what the majority of these thousands of videos are doing. They're just regurgitating the exact same thing over and over again. They're not being honest when they're making these reviews. They're just saying, hey, this guy has a lot of views, so I'm going to make a review on it, and I'm going to get a lot of views. When really, back then, the first couple of people who were reviewing the movie, they said, fuck this, fuck the views. I'm pissed because I'm a Star Wars fan. And they're just genuinely making a shitty movie to get money. That's why I made the original review. I didn't say I want views. That was the least of my concern. I said I want to bring awareness to the world. I don't know why people are sleeping in a slumber, giving this 90, I think it was at like 90, 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. And that's just absurd for a movie just cranked out and shitted out so fast with no thought behind it. And most of its budget was probably absorbed on marketing. It damn sure wasn't absorbed on the special effects. And now, when the movie becomes even more shit with The Last Jedi, you want to make a review after the second movie was already made. When you couldn't read the signs, the obvious signs at that, on the first movie. Of course they're going to add shitty, retarded, Carrie Fisher flying through space because nobody corrected them on Rey getting all these stupid powers in the first movie, learning to mind trick in less than 2 seconds. Yet, you guys want to act mad and pissed off in the second movie when they just say, fuck this shit. We're just going to go all out. We're going to completely defy any sense of logic in this movie. And we're just going to make Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia Organa, fly through space. Unconscious. She was literally unconscious, survive an explosion. Fly through space. So basically she's Space Jesus in The Last Jedi. And now you guys want to get mad. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. How could Disney do this? I'm like, are you guys fucking stupid? They've been doing this for the past 2 decades. You don't act all shocked. You act shocked when the movie's about to be released. You act shocked when you see that first trailer. And when I made a video on the Force Awakens trailer, that was the very first video I made on the Force Awakens. I did a review of the trailer, and it had like 20 dislikes and like a couple of likes, which I don't mind, by the way. People have the freedom to express their opinions only when it's valid, only when there's logic behind it. So all these morons in the comment section saying, oh, it hasn't been released yet. How could it possibly be bad? Haven't you morons realized that by now? You can tell just off the trailer if a movie's going to be shit or not. That whole judge a book by its cover, doesn't apply to Disney. No, it does not. If they show nothing about the story 9 times out of 10, that means the story is going to be shit. That little 1 out of 10 might just be the director adding some mystery to his story, which movies don't do anymore, let's be honest. They either show nothing or just show the entire movie. Let's be honest. This is what I'm going to assign as your homework to all the people that thought The Force Awakens was a good movie on release. I want you to log off of the internet and don't come back until you're completely honest. I don't want you making any more reviews. I don't want you trying to ride on a high horse with a obnoxious British accent, trying to pretend that you're articulate. And I have nothing against British accents. I love British accents. But having a snobby one, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's a joke. But honestly, I don't want anybody with snobby British accents on YouTube trying to pretend that they're the voice of reason when really they were just riding a bandwagon for 4 years and trying to pretend that they knew this was a good movie, when in reality they had no reasoning for it other than the fact